On for the new people that are here. I think we really need to do some Inka Shomei ceremonies every week to keep up their expectation. I mean, once you've done one, right? Yeah, right. I keep just regular. Good morning and welcome to the Buddhist Temple of Toledo. Today we will be having a special ceremony recognizing Doan Sensei's Inka Shomei transmission. You will learn more about what that means as the ceremony progresses. While we await the arrival of the processional from the Abbey, please turn your attention to several announcements. Please note that today's service will include a kodo ceremony using a rare piece of oud incense. More information is provided on the cover of your program and instructions will be given at the appropriate time. During Kinhin, the walking meditation pattern will be as usual for folks in the cushioned sections of the zendo. And now as we continue to await the processional, please take a moment to become grounded and mindful, paying attention to your breath and staying with the moment. They will arrive momentarily. Again, welcome to the Buddhist Temple of Toledo for this auspicious day. Today is a special ceremony recognizing our Doan Sensei's Inka Shomei transmission. We will begin with our liturgy service on page 2 of your liturgy books. Please be seated and turn to page 2. Gata of atonement. All evil harm ever committed by me, sense of refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Sangha. I take refuge in Sangha. The 5 remembrances. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. This precious human life, rarely encountered, is easily lost. Now that I have life and opportunity, may I practice the Dharma wholeheartedly. Mahayana Refuge. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. Invocation of lineage. I give thanks for the guidance of my teachers, for the lineage of teachers before them. I give thanks and offerings for their devoted practice of generosity, moral discipline, patience, joyful effort, concentration, wisdom, skillful means, unshakable vows, spiritual powers, and awakened awareness for my benefit. May their years of life be lengthened, may their vows be completely realized, and may I cultivate these perfections with their guidance. 7 practices of the Bodhisattva. I bow down in body, speech, and mind. I offer the best I have to give, both real and imagined, to fill the space between us. I regret and purify all transgressions. I rejoice in all virtues. I request you to remain until total enlightenment. I request wise and compassionate guidance. I dedicate my merit for the sake of all beings. Generating love and compassion. May all sentient beings be free from clinging and hatred. Being close to some and distant from others. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from clinging and hatred. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them happiness and the causes of happiness. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from suffering and the causes of suffering. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings have the joy that has never known suffering. May they be free from clinging, hatred, jealousy, miserliness, doubt, pride, wrong view, ignorance, and dualistic thoughts. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them to this state. Bless me to accomplish this. Please stand for the Heart Sutra. Prajna Parmita Heart Sutra. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. empty, transforming all suffering and distress. Shariputra form is no other than emptiness, emptiness, no other than form, form is exactly emptiness, emptiness, exactly form, sensation, perception, mental reaction, consciousness are also like this. Shariputra, all things are essentially empty, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, without loss, without gain. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no sensation, perception, mental reaction, consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no color, sound, smell, taste, touch, object of thought, no seeing, and so on, to no thinking, no ignorance, and also no ending of ignorance, and so on, to no old age and death, and also no ending of old age and death, no suffering, cause of suffering, cessation, path, no wisdom, and no attainment, since there is nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva lives by prajna paramita, with no hindrance in the mind, no hindrance, and therefore no fear, far beyond elusive thinking. Right here is nirvana. All Buddhas of past, present, and future live by prajna paramita, attaining anuttara samyak sambodhi. Therefore know that prajna paramita is the great sacred mantra, the great vivid mantra, the unsurpassed mantra, the supreme mantra, which completely removes all suffering. This is truth, not mere formality. Therefore set forth the prajna paramita mantra, set forth this mantra and proclaim Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parsam, Gate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parsam, Gate, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Parsam, Gate, Bodhisvaha. Buddha nature pervades the whole universe, existing right here now. The wind blows, waves fall on the shore, and Guanyin finds us in the dark and broken roads. We give thanks to all the ancestors of meditation in the still halls, the unknown women and men, centuries of enlightened women and men, cool winds, autumn leaves, and fragrant pine. Let wisdom go to every corner of the house. Let people have joy in each other's joy. We especially dedicate these merits to Reverend Ryudo Doan Sensei on this day of her Inka Shomei transmission. May her clear light and great compassion continue to guide the Sangha, and may her vows be fully realized. We also dedicate these merits to Jerry, Lori, Hazel, Fatima, Sister Suzette, Jack, Shauna, Darren, Sarah, the Stone family, Soke, Roger, and the victims of the Appalachian floods. May they have peace, healing, comfort, and ease, as well as Betty, Andy, Debbie, Phyllis, and Stacy at the time of their deaths. We also dedicate this merit to those whose names we hold in the silence of our hearts, as well as those whose names we now voice aloud. May we live in perfect peace with Buddha Dharma, and may we realize the Buddha way together. Please prepare for zazen.
this period of Zazen, we'll experience together an incense ceremony. A very rare and precious incense will be brought before you by an incense attendant. It's a very clean, natural, organic kind of situation. If you would like to participate, please make a gasho when the incense attendant comes before you. It's very subtle, and for you to get the full kind of benefit of it, go ahead and lean in a little bit and wave some of the scent towards your face. If you prefer not, simply remain in Zazen, and the incense attendant will move past you.
We will now recite the Sangha Covenant, which can be found on page 8 of your liturgy books.
We, the Daishin Kokuji Sangha, with respect for the worth and dignity of each person, with wonder at the wisdom and compassion we seek to cultivate by practice, and with deep gratitude for the teachers of this lineage and our connection to one another, covenant to support each other by upholding the precepts of doing no harm, practicing good, and actualizing good for others.
Please be seated comfortably and so you can make eye contact with the teachers. Next, we will continue on page 8 to recite the Gatha on opening the sutra.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on this joyous day. Take a second to just look around the room and smile at each other for a sec. How wondrous to be gathered. Beautiful day, beautiful weather, beautiful friends, beautiful community, and a beautiful moment of great importance in the history of our community, and I would speculate perhaps the wider community as well. I certainly want to take a moment to welcome the worthies who have come to visit. Thank you for making the travel here. We have good, welcome, and wonderful teachers from Ann Arbor and from East Coast and West Coast and down south and all over. You finally come to the right place. Thank you. The right state. You've entered the right state. Yes, correct. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Everyone I hope knows my transmitting teacher, Myoan Roshi, James Ford. Also, we studied with David extensively and together with many of these folks. Thank you all for your practice. So in our way, transmission is not a binary thing. It's not a 1 or a 0. There are stages, there are levels, there are markers that, while in some way a myth, in other ways are plainly true. And so we gather today to watch the dime drop on the final marker in our way, in our tradition, the way we have it. This is the transmission of Inka Shomei. It means the final seal. And it has to do with a recognition of someone as an inheritor of the Rinzai, of the koan tradition that we practice together. So it's been a minute since this one began training and practicing, and now it all comes down to this, and then on to the next. The ceremony itself is entirely public. The first couple of steps in the transmission process are done privately and then recognized publicly the following day. Not so. In this case, we'll all be witness together to the moment. In preparation, there are several components to the ceremony. I'll sort of narrate as we go through. We'll begin by invoking the Buddhas and ancestors. Gasho, please. Let us now confirm the wisdom of the Buddhas, the original face, realized through wholehearted practice in the midst of the three treasures with all beings. Let us invoke the names of Buddha. I'll invoke a line. When the Eno strikes the clappers, please intone the line back to me. Namu past 7 Buddhas. Vairochana Buddha, pure Dharma Kaya. Myriad Nirmana Kaya. Manju Shri Bodhisattva, great wisdom. Sammantra Bhadra Bodhisattva, great activity. Bodhisattva, great compassion. Maitreya Buddha of future birth. All Buddhas throughout space and time. Being one with the Buddha and the 10 directions, with all all sentient beings. Raise the Bodhi mind, let the supreme way be realized. Being one with the Dharma and the 10 directions, with all sentient beings, penetrate all sutras, let wisdom be like the ocean. Being one with the Sangha and the 10 directions, with all sentient beings, lead the people, let harmony pervade everywhere.
Being one with the great teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Being one with the first great woman teacher, Mahapajapati, and all her sisters whose names have been left unsung. Being one with all successive Buddhas and ancestors. Being one with the great teachers in China, particularly Bodhidharma and Wei Neng. Being one with the great teachers in Japan, particularly Dogen and Hakuin. Being one with the first teachers in the West, coming from China, Tibet, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam, particularly those who gave our Sangha its shape. Influencing teachers John Daido Lori Roshi, Bonnie Myotai Tracy Sensei, and Ed S.B. Brown Sensei. Lineage teachers, Robert Chotan Aiken Roshi, John Jiun Kin Tarrant Roshi, and Hoen Jiu Kennett Roshi. Transmitting teachers, James Myoan Ford Roshi, and Nawang Gelik Rinpoche, being one with all bodhisattvas and arhats in the 10 directions.
May they all be present here as witnesses.
May they all be present here as witnesses.
Thanks again, everybody. Sit up straight, the ancestors are here. The ritual now has a few components, a lot of bowing and some gift giving, frankly. You'll see in a moment now, currently Sensei and I will move up here and we'll do full bow, one bow to each other. In this first iteration, at the moment, still a student puts their zagu down, and then the transmitting teacher, in this case myself, the zagu will go on top, and then we'll bow to each other, and then we'll come back and take a seat and see what happens next. If I can get out of this setting. Next, there's a sharing of the one taste of the Dharma. We've been studying recently the Lankavatara Sutra, a very important and critical guide to our way. And in there's much teaching about the senses, working with the sense gates, practicing the sense gates, seeing through them, realizing them, liberating them. In this case, the gesture that we'll make together is by drinking a simple cup of water together, a little pinch of salt in there. And this represents the one taste of the Dharma. And I would call attention to the fact that we all shared a sense experience with the oud ceremony, with the incense, the one smell, the one taste, the one sound, the not one, not two, not one way. So let's have a drink, shall we, honey? Yes. Oh, mighty fine. Drink deep. Next, there shall be the receiving of a transmission document that comes in the form of a raksu, pretty sweet raksu, if I do say, as well as a copy of the Lankavatara Sutra, also inscribed. It's like having a small tent on you. Attention, attention, attention. Not falling, not evading, two faces of the same die. Not evading, not falling, 1,000 mistakes. Eyes open, 10,000 mistakes. On the 6th of October, 2024, I gave the Dharma to Karen, Ryudo, Doan, Weik in the ancient and ever-renewed way, mind to mind, heart to heart, through the ceremony of Inka Shomei as passed on to me by James Myoan Ford. Yeah. Only a Buddha can wear the Buddha's robe. Wear it well. Now you might notice, if I can bring attention to the color, right? So sometimes folks ask, at Inka, anything goes. Whatever color seems appropriate, and doesn't this seem fitting? Yeah. I'd like to really take a moment to thank Kaishin, Reverend Kaishin, and Enmei, who unfortunately are not able to join us right now. Amazing efforts with the sewing team, and just thank you so much for all of this. Beautiful. Next, the Lankavatara Sutra. The copy that I received from Myoan Roshi lives here at the altar in the cloth that was provided, and in the same way, a copy of the Lankavatara is now passed on to Doan. Attention, attention, attention. Greetings to all. I received the Dharma from James Myoen Ford, who received it from John Tarrant, who received it from Robert Aitken, who received it from Koan Yamada, who received it from Hakuin Yasutani, who received it from Daiun Harada, in a line tracing back into the mists of history and myth. Some say to the Buddha himself. Today, the 6th of October, 2024, with the rites of Inka Shomei as observed within our lineage, I give the Dharma to priest Karen Ryudo Doan Weik, confirming her mastery of the Koan way and my confidence in her as a senior teacher of our school. May Doan Roshi's work be a blessing to the many beings. J. Ryudo Rinsen Weik. Oh, yeah. As we approach the final moment of the rites of Inka Shomei, I'd ask the table to be taken aside. Oh, leave the lady her whisk. There we are. Thank you. No pressure. A keen observer will note that this entire ceremony is nested inside 3 bows. The first having concluded, will now stand and do the second of 3. This time, the transmitting teacher, in this case myself, the Zagu, goes down first. And the about to be Inca'd ones goes on top. And if there is such a thing as magic, you're about to see it. This time, the Zagus are side by side, shoulder to shoulder, peer to peer. Gasho, please. Ryudo Doan will begin this bow as a sensei and rise from it as a full Roshi in our school, bowing to the Sangha that we serve. May it be so. I give you Doan Roshi. That one brings it home.
The teachers will now receive and present some gifts. The first is the gift of a new Raksu for Rinsen Roshi from Doan Roshi.
Cool bag, cool Raksu. Oh, I don't have my glasses. Attention, attention. For my precious beloved teacher, who sees the diamond shining in the karmic dust of us all. Endless bows and love, Doan. October 6th, 2024.
Ah. Who says Zen is all serious all the time? Beautiful. In turn, I also have a token I wish to present to my transmitting teacher, Myoen Roshi. Thank you, Reverend. Also, cool bag. A twin, Roxu. Two were made that day. Attention, attention, attention. October 6, 2024. Attention, Myoen. Look, look. The good that you have done continues to flourish and grow, expressing the source at every turn of the Dharma wheel. Thank you for sharing your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice with all the many beings. Look what you've done. Signed Ryudo Rinsen and signed by, I hope, everyone else in this building. If you have not yet had a chance to add your signature, I really encourage and request that you do. It is a colorful bouquet of names, all expressing thanks and gratitude to the transmitting teacher here, Myoen Roshi. Thank you so much. Blessings. And I'll even give you the cool bag.
And now the visiting teachers will have a chance to express their words of support.
Old teacher Doan, colleagues, dragons and elephants assembled here. In the old days, Yangshan had completed his training with the great teacher Guishan. And so he went to give thanks to his preceptor, his first teacher, Zongyi. Zongyi saw him coming, ascended his Zen seat, and said, "Draw near, draw near." Yangshan walked from west to east, from east to west, returned to the center, and stood upright. Zongyi said, "Where did you learn this samadhi?" Yangshan said, "By learning to shed the mark of the sixth ancestor." So, Doan Roshi, now that the mark has been verified, the process of learning to shed the mark, the traceless trace that goes on forever. May it be so.
May it be so.
I haven't memorized anything like that. Congratulations. My heartfelt congratulations to you. The words that come to mind for me are from Master Wu Men from the Gateless Gate, who talked about the holeless iron kang, this yoke, which for anybody who has sat in the teacher's seat knows what this means. We were up in Virginia at the, I forget the name of it now, but we saw these stockades that they used during the Revolutionary War, you know, and this is the binding. It very much reminded me of the binding that we feel as a teacher, but it has no home. So, because there's no person. So may you help your students see that clearly every step of the way.
When you first meet Doan, you might think she is kind and stylish. She is. But if you stay around long enough, you will find she is also a woman of great courage and a woman of subtle wisdom and a woman of vast heart. I'm so happy to be here. I've brought 2 tokens, 2 handmade tokens for you. Oh. This is a mug. Yeah. Gotta wait for the timing here. And this is a mug that I made, and on the side of it are 2 Buddhas sitting next to each other. The Heartland Buddhas. And since you already have the Lankavatara Sutra, I think there's only one other book you need. It is my homemade book called Wandering Close to Home.
Everyone must read this book. I highly recommend it.
Attention, attention, attention.
Doan Roshi, may you always honor the pain, suffering, and tears that are the whole of life. And may you also always honor the joy, beauty, and compassion that are the whole of life. Thank you for your teaching from the heart. May it always be so.
May it be so.
Doan Roshi, if you take a vessel and fill it with the purest water and chill it far below the freezing point of water, just get it colder and colder and colder, and then you drop the tiniest seed, the tiniest crystal into that vat of super chilled water. It crystallizes instantly into a Dharma jewel, this Dharma jewel. I think the 2 of you are these wonderful seeds that have brought forth this marvelous Sangha. Thank you both for doing this, but thank you especially for keeping it in your heart.
Just hold this for me.
Just has to run to Ann Arbor.
Thanks for being you. Other than that, dragons, everybody's talking about it. It's in you. It's in us. Someone gave it to me. I'd like to give it to you.
A little splash of color.
Yes, it's beautiful. I need some help. I need kids. I need any kids who might be willing to come up and meet me here on the, and if you're a kid and you need a grown-up with you, you can bring them along as long as they behave themselves. And then we're going to meet right up here. We're going to go right here. So, can you hold that, please? Now, we don't want to unwrap it, and we want to keep it a secret from the lady right there, okay? Thank you, thank you. Doan, Roshi, I've managed to watch you for so many years, and I'm so glad to be joined together with you in this rite of our multiple transmissions, acknowledgments. I want to bear witness, and I want to bring my own blessing. In addition, I think it's very, very important that you're the future. What you're doing here speaks to untold generations coming forward from this work that we're all doing together. Now, if we can all kind of carry this up forward. Yep. All of us. And then we can stop right here. And then if you turn around, and I believe you take that, if you would please. And then if you would all take the cloth away from this while holding the stick. You'll see there's a stick under there. It's in there someplace. Yeah. Then we pull it out, and then looks like it's your job. And then if you hold it up and show it to everybody. And then if you don't mind taking it, and then carrying, and then if you can come here, then if you would hand it to you, and then we hand it to the Roshi. Thank you all so very much.
Looks like that would get purchased.
Next, we have some poems that some teachers who couldn't be here have sent in. The first is from Kim Allen. On the occasion of Doan's Inka Shomei, 10,000 birds flock together in Toledo, then fly forth spontaneously in the 10 directions. Compassion always wings it. From Yotai Sensei. Integrity is too rare. A feather left in a field, the great improbable flight, only a rumor. And when you see a valiant woman, someone who sees, who steps up, who loves when love is an improbable flight, she is a feather that lets the air pass through, that lifts everyone on invisible wings. She holds on to nothing extra and is tender towards every being. Doan, it was an honor to be alongside you as beginnings and endings became gentle winds, fuel for flight, and your great heart made the endlessly bright sky brighter and brighter still. She says, bows, lightness, a scarf reaching to the moon, congratulations and gratitude for your life of practice. And then from Ed Epsy Brown, Ryudo Doan, the perfection of wisdom in me sees the perfection of wisdom in you. The morning star appears over the heartland where blessed be, they make hay in the woods. Recognized, seen, named, honored, she guides, supports, nourishes, and protects. The life of today ceaselessly unfolds, no stopping the celebration. And now we have a few gifts from the Sangha. We have so many different practice groups here and so many cohorts, and Doan has been such an inspiration and guide in these, whether it's the kitchen or the sewing room, shoken, lamrim, jukai, visitors, members, clergy. Everyone has put such a joyful effort into planning this day, and so grateful to be a part of it. One practice that's meant a lot to a lot of people here is the White Tara practice. And we have a gift on behalf of the Sangha that is for Doan to be presented now.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And next we have a gift from this sewing practice. This is a gift of cloth to become a beautiful korimo and okesa. It is a work in progress. The Reverend Kaishin cannot be here today, but he has worked very hard on this beautiful, gorgeous fabric that Doan has selected and has lovely meaning. And we're so happy to be able to present it to you today.
This Roxu bag is Pandora's box. I'm not allowed to open it.
I think we could open the flap and see a little bit of how, you can have a hint of how beautiful it's going to be. Yes, but it does have some pins in it, so ouch.
Thank you.
And then finally, our Sangha would like to express our gratitude to our visiting teachers who've been with us all weekend, who generously shared with us their experience and their love and their teachings yesterday for some of the Shoken students who've obviously brought the lineage to us today, and our endless and boundless gratitude to all of you. Thank you.
To close out this special ceremony, we will sing the Bodhisattva vows on page 8 of your liturgy books. I vow to We invite all of you to join us for lunch and to compose a brief haiku as words of congratulations to share with Dowan Roshi on receiving, in a receiving line taking place during and after lunch. We will be transforming some areas for lunch now, so if you're able to pitch in, if you're able to lift things, please pitch in where you can. The lead for that effort is Jukai? Yeah. Possibly Jukai. Thank you very much, and please restore the Zendo.